The cryptomines crystallized all over the island, and the usage of electricity multiplied. The prevalent idea that Cryptopia's energy plants were sustainable and environmentally friendly had never been truthfully explored. The mines were running at full steam, and adding new blocks to the blockchains required more and more power to hash the cryptographic puzzles built into the mining process. The miners relied on competitive speculative algorithms to choose which currencies to mine. Stakeholders of the largest currencies made long-term contracts with the mining guilds, keeping the mines overclocked to keep their global transactions validated. As the blockchains, the building blocks of the currency's trust, grew longer, the geothermal boreholes which powered the crypto mines grew deeper. Geologists began voicing the concern that with the immense growth of the geothermal power industry, the Earth's core was not radiating enough heat for deep future sustainability. The boreholes were getting colder, and the crypto-industrialists tapped ever deeper into the planet's mantle to maintain their profits. The exponentially growing energy needs quickly reached unsustainable levels for the small landmass of Cryptopia, and globally, the sprawling horizon of global geothermal processing plants accelerated the overall cooling of the planet's molten iron core. The planet was losing its inner heat at a slightly higher rate than it should due to the extensive bookkeeping system of the blockchain technology. The cooling of Earth's core would have many side effects in the long run. Less volcanic activity and fewer earthquakes were among the positive side effects which the crypto-industrialist lobbyists pushed to the public to counter the doomsday prophets of the Deep Future Sustainability Council. The Deep Future Sustainability Council countered that less volcanic activity meant diminishing magma flows, which left less minerals floating up to the surface from the deep. The minerals which built the data centers and geothermal hives. Earth's shifting tectonic plates were driven by the hot core and would gradually grind to a whimpering halt, leaving Earth's geography frozen. But ultimately, none of the effects above would matter, as the cold core singularity would take place. The cold core singularity marked the event in which the Earth's molten iron core would no longer be hot enough to generate the auroras in the sky. The glowing auroras were Earth's cosmic shield, a shining pink-green magnetic force field powered by the spinning core of the planet. Lowering this shield would leave humans vulnerable to the sun's deadly radiation. However, the dancing shield not only protected Earth from radiation, Without the glowing auroras, lighter atoms such as hydrogen and oxygen would be knocked out of the gravitational field of the planet by a bombardment of electrically charged particles from the sun, eventually leaving the planet without a breathable atmosphere or water. Oceanic mists blown away by solar winds would eventually leave the lifeless planet in dust. Sand created over millennia by the tides of the sea would cover the land. The ancient people of Cryptopia had worshipped the dancing cosmic shield, called Bifrost in their mythology, believing that it served as a passageway into undying life. Perhaps they were right. Without the sacred shield, there would be only eternal death.